New year, new life. What people say, yes? So we're going to do that precise thing today. Welcome to another video, guys. First of all, Happy New Year. I know that is already 3rd of January, but we're doing some changes because it's what people do on when a new year comes. So we're going to change our suits and the car livery, and we need to spend some, you know, resource points. We had a bunch of those. I thought to buy the neon livery, but I decided, okay, maybe we're going to buy later in this year. But as you can see, it's going to be my first time driving with ABS off. It's one of my New Year resolutions, and we're watching the end of the race. And we have to pay attention to this guy called Downey123 because, yeah, he's not being a very good driver, it seems. But we're going to focus on our first round, that is going to be around Azerbaijan, first race of 2020. Well, let's see what we could do. Washout qualifying in our brand new multiplayer car. We're going to lock up both of our tires, not even lock up, and we made a typical mistake that drivers in real life do. This is my attempt to saying that it happens sometimes, and yeah, it happens. My first time driving with the ABS off. I did some time trial, obviously, but in the end of the day it was P13, and here we are ready to start to the first race of 2020. 5 red lights. And away we go to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, a very laggy Azerbaijan Grand Prix. As you can see, we are still in P13 as we go into turn 1, try to get a tighter line, and there's a lot of cars battling and lagging and crashing. At the same time, we are in P11 as we go to turn 2. There's a car lifting up in the air, and we are in the P9, P7 as we overtake 2 Senna cars and maybe another car. Maybe if we make this overtake, yes we did, and we are in P6 at the end of 2 corners. Well, it's a very fast start for the first video of the year, you know, but these guys are getting really punchy, a lot of people ghosting, so the internet in this lobby is not the best, but we're going to press on in this race. Now we are leading the race, and these guys are getting me distracted that I'm losing the rear of the car as we go into the second sector. Now we are in P4, yes it is P4, now P3, and there's a lot of people crashing. We are in P6 now. But I'm going to, yeah, it was just lag, and we're going to cross the line in P3. It was a very calm race from onwards, and it's a podium on our first race of 2020. It's a very fast start, you know. It was pretty good. Maybe the lag was too much. Yes, the lag was too much. But I think we started the year with the right foot, with a win at Azerbaijan and confirmation results. And there were some penalties, obviously, in 5-lap races. Look at the quantity of penalties. We managed to have any penalty in a strict corner cutting rule race. But after that, my internet wasn't the best, so I think it was my internet. And this is on 2nd of January, and I decided to join another lobby. And here we are, starting in pole position for the Belgian Grand Prix. Random grid races, sorry. 5 lights, and away we go to the Belgian Grand Prix once again. And it was not the best start, but let's see what we could do in turn 1. We made a double lockup, and this is going to result to push the Mercedes very wide. And unfortunately, we're going to have a 2-second time penalty. Yeah, it was pretty fair, but I had to get used to the no ABS assist. It's not assist because we disabled the assist, but I think you guys are understanding. I need to gain some sensitivity on the left foot, but these things have to take their time. It takes some practice, obviously, and we set the early pace of this race by setting the fastest lap. But now it seems that we are not the fastest guy because my teammate set the fastest lap, so I decided to press on. I was going on low ERS because I like to push to put on faster engine modes in the closing stages. And we are trying to set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We are running out of ERS, as you can see, so I'm pushing a lot as we go for the second sector, locking up a little bit. I'm sorry if you're watching a lot of lockups, but that's how things go. I need to get some practice, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. We got purple on the second sector, so I think it wasn't very far from getting fastest lap. But in the end of the day, our second race of 2020, we're going to cross a line at Spa, one of the best tracks in the calendar for me, through the bus stop chicane. I struggle sometimes with the traction, but we're going to cross the line regardless. It's a win on our second race of 2020 once again. And yeah, feeling pretty good, pretty confident. We're starting the year even more with the right foot. We had a podium at Azerbaijan by starting in P13, a good comeback. And now, yeah, it was a random grid race, no one-shot qualifying, so definitely the starting grid position definitely helped us out. And here we are, the results. Only 7 runners, but trust me, as we go through these races, there are going to start to be more and more players. Don't worry with that. But now we're going to Mexico, and we're not going to start in first place. We're going to start in P14, so way down the order. We'll see what we can do as the 5 laps went out, and it's away we go to the Mexico Grand Prix. A lot of crashes. We are in P9 already. As you can see, the carnage behind the Ferrari going into the wall in the background. And we are already in P8, so a very good start. These guys are not even having very well today in this beginning of the year. As we go into turn 1, we overtook a Williams as a racing point, diving bomb everyone, and he's skidding all the way. We try to avoid the Renault. Now our teammate in the Red Bull, because he's been absolutely destroyed by the racing point. And at the end of the first 2 corners, yes, 2 corners, we are in P5. Maybe we can get P4 if we overtake this Williams. It's been a very crazy start. At the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, the Williams decided to disappear, and now he's on my inside. He pushes a little bit off to the track, but at the moment we are in P4 in just a space of half a lap. Maybe this is the midway point of the lap, and now we are in P3 because the Red Bull gets absolutely destroyed by the Ferrari, and the Ferrari is lagging everywhere and doesn't know the track layout, it seems. And we overtake him, and we take P2 of this Mexican Grand Prix by starting in P14. Oh man. But let's see the replay. As you can see, I'm trying to avoid locking up the rears because I was going 100% on the brakes. Unfortunately, I ripped one of my teammates' end plates, but I absolutely had no chance to avoid that. But I think we did a pretty good job, and we're going to score one more podium, the 3rd one in a row in our 3rd race of this year. We have a lap car, and I'm trying to overtake. He's going defensive, so I don't think this guy doesn't know what a blue flag means, but what matters is that we're going to cross the line in P2 by starting in P14 after avoiding that carnage. No penalties, no warnings. Okay, I think I got 1 warning, but no damage. And yeah, I'm a master in multiplayer, I don't know, but yeah, I'm avoiding, and is a tip for you if you're playing multiplayer. Just be clean and everything is gonna be alright. You don't win a race in the first corners, even if it's a 5-lap race, you know. So we are getting ready for the start of our 4th race. That is around Kota. Yes, it is Kota. I don't know why I was forgetting the name. Away we go to the USA Grand Prix. It was a very decent start. We are in alongside the Williams, going to try to take the outside line. We're going to brake a little bit later because we're going to have more space on the track, and the Renault gets spun out by the Williams, and there's a huge carnage behind us once again. So these guys are really getting very spicy in this beginning of the year, and now the Mercedes gets too shaky and lost the back end, and we take the lead of the USA Grand Prix. And I don't know, we're getting lucky, I don't know, because no one is taking us out, and we set the early pace, but the Mercedes behind us seems to be pretty fast as well. I think it was much faster than us, but I'm harvesting some energy to push later on in the race. And join me in this first sector as we lose the back end. This is now me trying to set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, trying to employ of Mercedes. I think we have a safe gap, but just to say, yes, I'm faster than you, and we try and slap the fastest lap in his face, and we're doing so. We tried on the 4th lap, but we're going to do on the last lap, losing a little bit the back end. As you can see, last corner, missed a little bit the apex, but trust me, this is going to be enough to set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Green sectors, and bang, a 1:35.3, and most important, we set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, and 3 race wins, no, 2 race wins, sorry, no, it was 2 race wins on our tally in this beginning of the year. And confirmation results, we have a 3-second gap to, it wasn't a Mercedes, sorry, I'm seeing bad the colors because the preview of the video is not the best because of the transitions. If you use Sony Vegas, you know the stuff. But now I was the host of the lobby, so I decided to introduce the one-shot qualifying, and we're doing at Brazil. We decided to change the car as well. We're getting a little bit shaky on the 2nd sector, across the line, and we are a little bit far from pole. I think 7 tenths. Yes, it is 7 tenths. But that lap was far from perfect. That's mistake, and then I wasn't very confident with the setup, but we'll see what we can do. We're going to start in P3, 5 red lights for the Brazilian Grand Prix at Interlagos, and lights out, and away we go. It was a pretty shaky start. Guys ahead of us definitely had a better start than me. There goes the Williams on the inside. I have a racing point on my inside. The guy absolutely taken us out. He hit us with our right rear tire, like Hulkenberg did on Hamilton in 2012 flashbacks. and we are demoting to P4. And let's see if there was a lot of carnage behind us. We were watching the replay. The start wasn't the best. I should have put a little bit less revs, but here's the replay. The Fusini gets absolutely scented, too much scented into me on the first corner. As you can see, not much carnage. It was just the Fusini that sent us to a spin. He had absolutely no chance. It was his fault. But we're going to press on as we're starting lap 2. We're going on the inside of the Renault. First dive bomb on without ABS. This is going to end well. It seems, yes, we locked up a little bit the tires, and we take P3 of this Brazilian Grand Prix. Maybe not, because the Renault is going to come back. He's going to have the inside line. We're going to try to break a little bit later. We're going to pinch him off only just, and we maintain the podium position of this race. So things are going really good. We are set to score our 5th podium in a row, and P2 is ours because Gianna Maria made a mistake into the final corner. It's one of the most important corners to get the best straight line speed, and we're going to cross the line. We set the fastest lap as well, so to see that we were the faster, but it wasn't enough to win the race. Julio won the race in the Williams, and we have to settle down with P2. But let me say, I don't know what is happening today, but in terms of multiplayer, I'm absolutely on fire. 5 races, 5 podiums. Can we get a 6 at Monaco? We'll see. Monaco track position means everything. You know the drill as we go through the Novo chicane, and we made a mistake. Oh my god, this mistake is so embarrassing. Yes, we made a bottle into the Novo chicane. Oh god, I hate to see this once again in the editing, but we're going to press on. 5 red lights for the Monaco Grand Prix. P13, not the ideal starting position. The Haas gets stationary, and I turn into someone behind me, and we have a second time penalty, but I had absolutely no chance with cars being stationary on the grid. And we go on the side of the Williams, of the Alfa Romeo, and we are already in P9 as we're trying to chase down the McLaren that seems to be a little bit shaky. Even more the Alfa Romeo in P7 that I can't see his name. I don't know, but the McLaren brake checks. Yeah, it was missing a little cheeky brake check from someone that doesn't know driving very well, especially at this track. It was missing some of those drivers in this video. There you go, we lost a bit of a front wing, which tried to press on. The McLaren going wide absolutely everywhere, and me locking up absolutely everywhere because it's very hard at Monaco. Without ABS, I found out that, but we're going to try to dive down off the side of the McLaren, but we misjudged the braking point. The Williams made a biblical dive bomb on us, and props to him. It was absolutely amazing, that dive bomb, and we are demoting to P10, and we lose another bit of our front wing because we're lacking of downforce, and the McLaren doesn't know where he's going, and now we brake check us once again. And this is reminds me of the 2011 Monaco Grand Prix, but we're going to pit on this lap because we have a red front wing, we have no choice, and the McLaren keeps going. And oh my god, this McLaren is getting me. So yeah, 2 brake checks. One I can understand because he had a slower car, but the second one, he doesn't have any forgiveness. But we're going to press on P10, and now the Williams spins, and I hit the Williams. And it's a typical carnage at Monaco. It was missing a bad race for me, and we have to pit once again. Second stop in a 5-lap race. Is this possible? It seems yes, because look at the swimming pool session, and yeah, that was my fault. I didn't see the Williams, and we lost the whole front wing, and decides to turn a little bit into me. And finally, we had a bad race. I was feeling a little bit strange. Okay, is everything going so well at the moment? I don't know why, but here we are, last lap, down on the side of the Williams, and moved down. It was a beautiful overtake, but I think he missed the braking point. It was his mistake because he was a pretty decent driver, but now he was once again through the back because lost a bit of front wing, and we are out of the Monaco Grand Prix. Get me out of here, please. Getting out of here. Here's me. Oh man. Well guys, that was the video. First races of 2020, no ABS for the first time in the channel. It's hard, but over the course of the months, of the days, weeks, who knows, I'm going to get better. Lockups are going to be less frequent, but it's a long process. Remember that I had a wheel in November, but no ABS is one of my resolutions. Maybe no racing line, we'll see, but I need a lot of practice, as you can see. But in a nutshell, it was a pretty good multiplayer run. I'm pretty happy with that. We reached level 25. I don't know if that's good for ranks, but if we're talking about ranks, I'm going to come back with the ranks with the career mode. A lot of plans for this year. Make sure to smash like and subscribe and if new see plenty more Formula 1 content, and thank you so much for the support that you guys gave on the best moments video of 2019. Really appreciate that. The channel absolutely exploded in that time, and the only thing I can say is thank you once again, like I said in the best bit of 2019. But now it's time to say goodbye. My name has been Tom, and I'll see you guys for a brand new video next time. But for now, it's goodbye.